Zoe, I can still taste your burger on my lips. It was delicious. The yogurt around the chicken, fantastic. But you know, 2 big burgers is it's way too much. We should pull it back a little bit. So we're going to make a Japanese-inspired burger with lots of Japanese flavours. And I'm going to use turkey, one of my favourite sort of meats at the moment.
All right.
But to start with, I'm going to make a little glaze, pour some mirin in there, about a quarter of a cup of that in it. Great, thank you. And I've got some honey because we need sweet things in our life. And now I've got a little bit of raw sugar, brown sugar, whatever you want to call it. A quarter of a cup of white sugar if you want. And I'm going to add some soy sauce, some naturally brewed soy sauce. About a quarter of a cup goes straight in there. Now to thicken this all up, I've got some corn flour there that I mixed with a bit of water. Just sort of stir that round. But I'm just going to pour this straight in here with a whisk and just stir it around. And you can see it goes a little bit cloudy for a second, but you can see after, 30 seconds or so, once it comes back to the boil, it'll start to thicken up just a little bit. Now, we've got some shiitake mushrooms there. If you get those
fresh shiitakes, I like that.
I love it. If you're using dried ones, you need to soak them because they are quite spongy.
And I always say, don't throw out that liquid. That liquid is beautiful. It's mushroom stock. It's gorgeous.
And I've got some coriander, just a little bit of coriander. I'm finally chopping this. There we go. Okay. I should have had this chopped beforehand, but we like to make everything fresh here. Now, I'll open the little box here, and I've got the turkey mince there. Look at that, nice and finely minced. Probably a little bit lean for me, but I like a little bit more fat in it, but I don't mind. Could make this with pork, which would be one of my favourite things as well. In goes 1 fresh free-range egg. I've got some breadcrumbs here. You could use panko breadcrumbs if you like. Okay. I put about a half a cup in there. There we go. And with a microplane, Zoe, if you could get the garlic and ginger and put a little bit in there as well. And I've got some salt over here, beautiful. It's lovely salt goes in there. And you can see here, I'll just take this off the heat.
It's starting to thicken now, isn't it?
You can see it's thickening up beautifully. And you've got that nice little glaze. I'll turn the heat off completely. They say that if you're making a sauce, if it's got a nice shine to it, it's going to be a good sauce. So a twist of pepper in there. And Zoe, if you can grab the soy sauce that's over there. Just a little splash of soy sauce in there. Now what I'll do is get in there with my hands. You can see I love cooking with my hands, crunching that all up to make sure the egg, the breadcrumbs, the mushrooms, the garlic, the ginger, the soy sauce, the salt. That's quite a wet mix like this, but it'll make a nice little burger patty. So what I'm going to do now, Zoe, is just grab the little balls. I'm just going to make little balls like this, and I'm going to pop them straight onto my griddle pan like that. And I just push it down like that. There we go. Now, the next thing I'm going to get you to do, Zoe, if you can make the coleslaw. We're going to make an Oriental-inspired coleslaw.
I like this.
I've got some wombok over there. Shred of 3/4 leaves that really fine.
And I really like wombok because it's a little bit sweeter.
Now, we'll make up the coleslaw. I'll get these spring onions from over here. There we go, straight in there. I'll take off the tops of it because I like the green part. I like the onion sort of flavour it gives. There we go. Give that a bit of a nice little fine slice.
I also like the idea of grating the cucumber. That flavour. I'm a big fan of cucumber. I just think that has that freshness. So easy to add to ingredients, but I've never thought of grating it.
Grate it up. You can actually, if you grate it, salt it a little bit. It'll take a lot of the water out of it and dry it out. Look at these little patties. They're coming on nicely. Now, what I do with the glaze, I just get some of it and drizzle some of it on top here. Just let it touch the top of the burgers like that.
Now, would you like me to cut this coriander for you?
I would love some chopped coriander in there, some pickled ginger, the sesame seeds in there, squeeze of lemon, and of course the mayonnaise. We'll pop that in there as well.
Mayonnaise, the Kewpie mayonnaise.
Oh, you could use that on everything. Look at that, turn that over like that. And you can see with the griddle pan, Zoe, as before, there's no oil on it needed. Pop that over like that. Now what I'll do is, while these are cooking, I'll get some tomatoes, take the top off it, and we'll start loading up these little buns. I'm not even going to toast the buns, they're that small and tiny. There we go.
I'm just going to mix the wasabi with the mayo so we can sort of blend it in a little bit easier.
Throw it all in, Zoe. This is one of mine. I want everything in there. Let it go. There we go. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of a garnish here. I'll get these spring onion tops all the way through like that.
Is there anything else that we need to add to this?
You've got all the mayonnaise in it? Then we're OK then. There we go.
All of the mayonnaise in it.
What I want you to do, Zoe, is grab a skewer, grab one of these babies here, and we're going to do a little garnish that sits on top of our...
What do we got?
There's a little bit of shallot.
What do you call them?
There we go. Spring onions, some cornichons, which are the little tiny things, and a little pickled onion on there. And you whack it on like that, so they're all loaded up, ready to go. Now, these patties will be a couple of minutes. By the time these are cooked, this will be ready, and we'll put it all together. There we go, a couple of last little wipes of the glaze on top of there. Look at that. Smearing it on. Makes it nice and sweet and tasty. You're loving this, aren't you, Zoe?
Hey.
There we go. I'll put this one
Ready
here.
to try it.
That's the one we're going to eat first there. And then if you can put Go for it. Yeah, don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
Just put your Richo hat on and imagine what would I do. That's it, load up. That's perfect. Then, of course, you grab one of these things, and this is the beauty of setting it up like this. You just walk along here and pop it on like that and push it down. Done. And as we've said a few times, burgers are sometimes food. It's not something we would eat all the time. That's it, grab a knife there. We'll cut this in half here, all the way down here. We should have grabbed the 2 skewers, shouldn't I? There we go. But I'll be fine. I'm going to go without the skewer. Look at all those ingredients. Beautiful. Buns, mayonnaise dripping off it. It is a messy thing to eat. Probably a little bit too much mayonnaise on there, but what the heck? You've got to live once. I feel like I'm in Tokyo Central chewing on a bun. What do you think of that? Beautiful Japanese flavours.
I love the wasabi in it. I can just feel that lovely burning sensation in your nose. Well, the flavours are fantastic. It's very salty, though, for me. Way too salty. And I probably would have pulled back just a little on the mayonnaise.
But then it wouldn't have tasted as good, Zoe. But I think we've done 3 great burgers, 3 different burgers. They're a lot different to the regular stuff, but I think we've done a crack of an episode.